Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 111 of the Universe Mode series and welcome to Fight. We are officially less than a week away from the Omega pay-per-view and we are just winding things down here until we get to the Omega pay-per-view, but we are in Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight for Fight and it's going to be a great show. We have 5 matches set on the card tonight, and we're going to start things off here tonight with women's action. Once again, we will see Becky Lynch going face-to-face with Bayley once again. Of course, this past Wednesday on Battle, we saw her finally defeat Bayley for the first time, so can she do it again tonight? Now here comes the women's champion, Becky Lynch. Yes, she is the women's champion, of course. Excuse me. Of course, she defeated Izzy G at the Battle of the Brands pay-per-view, and sorry, not the Battle of the Brands pay-per-view, Lockdown pay-per-view. Izzy G won the title at Battle of the Brands, but yes, she won the women's championship at the Lockdown pay-per-view this last October. Of course, she ended up, like I said, defeating Izzy G, becoming one of, I believe, 5 women's champions we ever had. Let's see, we had Paige, and then we had Amanda Void, and we had Charlotte Flair, and we had Izzy G, and now Becky Lynch. So yes, that is 5. We have had 5 women's champions since the announcement of the women's division back just about 2 years ago. So yeah, but tonight Becky Lynch is going head-to-head with Bayley once again tonight. Of course, over the past few weeks we've seen these two face off, and it's been Bayley who's been coming out on top in almost every one of the matches. Of course, like I was saying, this past Wednesday we saw Becky Lynch for the first time defeated Bayley, but like I said, will she be able to do it again tonight? I mean, with Bayley defeating Becky Lynch so many times in a row, you got to think, like, what does this mean for Omega with the women's championship? I have a feeling that we could very potentially see Becky Lynch versus Bayley, especially considering we haven't had any qualifying matches, and the Omega pay-per-view is this Saturday. And of course, Omega will be this Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, that'll be November 21st, so make sure you guys have that on your schedule, because it will be live on Premiere at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But now Becky Lynch, oh my goodness. Just snapping the arm and a kick to the back as well. Bayley. Now a pin, but she's under the bottom rope. Bayley felt that one. Now dragging Bayley towards the center of the ring, but Bayley grabbed her by the leg there and went face first into the canvas. Oh my. The corner. Bayley. Oh my goodness. She's got her in a headlock. Just trying to break the arm of Bayley there. Of course, she already has the taped up shoulder. Not going to go from pin. It's a kick out. Oh. And Bayley caught her there. And again, just snapping at that arm. Slamming the arm into the mat as well. Kick to the back. Over the shoulder. Oh, man. Stomp to the elbow. Now Becky gonna go for the pin on Bayley. 1. Oh, and it's a kick out at 1. Now Becky gonna try and lock in the disarmor, and she's got it locked in. Will Bayley tap out to the disarmor? Could we see Becky Lynch defeat her 2 times in a row? It's not quite enough to put her away yet. Thrown into the corner. Drop kick from Becky Lynch. Oh. And now Becky over the ropes. Oh my goodness. Just back first into the canvas, just planting her. Now the crossface locked in on Bayley. But Bayley rolls out of it quickly. But Becky, oh my goodness. Now just twisting the arm here of Bayley. Bayley is struggling to get out of this maneuver here. Oh, but she rolls through finally. But now Becky. Oh, but the elbow to the face. Oh, now just slamming her head first into the mat there. Possibly trying to give Becky Lynch a concussion. Scoop slam there from Bayley, or Becky, excuse me. And a Bexploder. Now the pin, 1, 2, not enough. Oh, huge DDT. Oh, but Bayley to belly, 2, and it's a kick out. Takedown there from Bayley. And now she's got her in a headlock position. But Becky quickly rolls out of it now, getting Bayley in sort of a headlock position as well. Now Becky thrown into the corner. Just tossed across the ring. Oh my goodness, stomping the legs of Becky Lynch. Oh, the trip there from Becky. Trying to turn things around here. Oh, and a huge arm drag takes down Bayley. Gonna go for the pin. Could this possibly be it? 1, 2. Still not enough. Now a huge slam there from Bayley, but Becky had her feet under the bottom rope there. Oh, and a neck snap from Bayley. Bayley with another DDT. Into the corner. Oh, but the reversal there from Becky. Into the corner. Went for the knee, but now Becky on the top rope. Huge diving drop kick. And now Becky with another Bexploder. I believe that is the third one now. Now gonna drag Bayley to the center of the ring. This could possibly be it. Gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, and it's still not enough. And Becky Lynch doesn't know what she has to do to put away Bayley tonight. But Bayley with a huge Hurricane Rana trying to turn things around. And now Bayley's gonna go up top. She's going high risk here. Splash from Bayley, gonna go for the pin. Could this be it? 1, 2, and it's not enough. These two are just going back and forth in this match here. And Bayley, neck breaker. And Bayley, huge slam there. You can see Bayley just basically exhausted now after going through this match. But still doing everything she can to put away Becky Lynch once again here tonight. She's trying to prove that she deserves a championship opportunity. And another Bayley to belly. Gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Bayley has done it once again. I believe this is actually the fourth or fifth time that Bayley has defeated Becky Lynch. I believe it actually is the fourth time. And Becky has only won one time in those 5 matches that they have had. But now it's time for the Xtreme Championship match, ladies and gentlemen. The wheel has been spun, and it's a last man standing match. Now here comes the Xtreme Champion, Kevin Owens. The last man standing match. Kevin Owens is going to have to show his worth here tonight, because he has held the championship for quite some time now. But a last man standing match could go either way. I mean, I guess that is depending on his opponent tonight, which we do not know. But of course, the Xtreme Championship match is always an open challenge. But let's find out who his opponent's going to be tonight. Oh. It looks like the general manager is going to try and get in on this action here for the Xtreme Championship, Jay Glenn. going to possibly try and get himself his second ever championship in the XWF tonight. Of course, he is a two-time Universal Champion, but other than that, he has not held a championship here in the XWF. But now he's trying to add his name to the list of many Extreme Champions we have had in the past. Of course, that is given that it is defended on every episode, or every episode of Fight, Battle, and pay-per-views. Evolve, of course, it does not affect Evolve because they have their own championships that they need to worry about. But yeah, we have the Extreme Championship, here defended on both brands. Of course, and then Evolve has their championships, like I just said. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Jay Glenn that's going to be facing Kevin Owens, and it's going to be a rematch from Battle of the Brands. If you guys remember, it was Kevin Owens who led Team Battle into Battle of the Brands, and Jay Glenn was the team captain for Fight. And of course, it was Team Fight that came out on top, which was just a few months ago. But yeah.
Introducing the challenger from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 220 pounds, the X Factor, Jay Graham. Introducing the champion from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, he is the Extreme Champion, Kevin Owens.
And of course, Battle of the Brands, it was August 9th was when the last time we've seen these two face each other. Of course, it was in the 4-on-4 Battle of the Brands Elimination Tag Team match. And yeah, like I said, it was Team Fight that came out on top, Jay Glenn leading them. But tonight it's going to be a rematch, and it's going to be one-on-one for the Extreme Championship. Of course, Kevin Owens, also a former United States champion and former Battle Tag Team champion alongside Sami Zayn. But now he is also the Extreme Champion. Of course, Kevin Owens, one of the superstars that has one of the longest resumes here with the XWF. Of course, like I was saying, Jay Glenn has only held 2 championships, which they were both the Universal Championship, and even went, he even challenged for the Universal Championship back at Lockdown, and had an opportunity to face Word again, but it was Austin Insanity who defeated Jay Glenn last week on Fight for the #1 contendership, and so it's going to be Austin Insanity and Brandon Mcclurg that will be facing each other at Omega. And speaking of that match, they will be facing off tonight in a one-on-one match in the main event, as a bit of a precursor to Omega, because like I was saying, this is the last episode of Fight before Omega, and it's going to be, Brandon Mcclurg and Austin Insanity are going to go head-to-head tonight in our main event to see possibly who could be the Universal Champion walking out of Omega. But now back to this match, Kevin Owens stomping the jaw of Jay Glenn here, and of course this is a last man standing match. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent until the referee's count of 10, until they cannot get up after the referee's count of 10. So yes, this has potential to be quite a long match, so sit back, relax, it's going to be a good one. And now, thrown into the ropes, leapfrog over, slid under, and a drop kick from Jay Glenn. Oh, and a huge clothesline there from Owens. Headbutt. Oh man, chest first onto the ropes. And a kick to the back. Kevin Owens picking Jay Glenn back up here. Turning him around. Sit-out scoop slam there from Kevin Owens. Oh, and raking the boot across the eyes. Oh, and a gut punch there from Jay. Forearm. Now Jay Glenn's showing off a little bit there, showing off the agility, doing a handstand while having Kevin Owens in a headlock. Oh, and a drop kick to the back there. Now using the ropes as a slingshot there, just swinging Kevin Owens back first into the mat there. But Kevin Owens with a reversal shoulder tackle takes down Jay. And I was going to say something about Jay Glenn being the general manager, but I guess technically Kevin Owens doesn't have to worry about it, considering he's on the battle roster and Jay Glenn's the general manager for Fight. Now the referee's at a count of 5, counting for Jay Glenn. But yeah, since Jay Glenn is the general manager of Fight, he can't really do much to affect Kevin Owens. Like I said, because he is on the battle roster. But yeah. Oh man, just ramming the back of his head into the mat there. Referee got to a count of 6 before Jay Glenn sat up. Of course, like I was saying, this is a last man standing match. Huge headbutt there from Kevin Owens. But yes, last man standing match, the only way to win is to make sure your opponent does not stand up after a 10 count. Which may as well just be called a knockout match. But it is called last man standing. But yeah, oh, huge forearm there from Jay Glenn. Now the referee's going to count for Kevin Owens. Count of 5 now.
6, 7.
And after a count of 7, Kevin Owens gets up. Now counting for him again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Count of 8. 9, and Kevin Owens gets up at the very last second. Over the top rope here. Oh, and a forearm takes him out. And now Jay Glenn's going up top. Going very high risk here. Waiting for Kevin Owens to get back up to his feet. Oh, went for the diving crossbody, but Kevin Owens ducked it and just barely clipped him with the back of his head there. That probably hurt Kevin Owens quite a bit too, but that just wrecked Jay Glenn. My goodness. He went for the diving crossbody, but like I said, Kevin Owens just ducked under it. Very quick thinking there from Kevin Owens. But Jay Glenn seems to be doing okay after that, but that definitely threw him off, I'm sure. Now going to count for Kevin Owens once again here. Now count of 7, and Kevin Owens gets up. And now Jay Glenn. Oh, man. Jay Glenn trying to get fired up here. Kicking over Kevin Owens there. Huge clothesline. Second clothesline. Ducks under Kevin Owens' attempt, and a jumping clothesline there from Jay Glenn. Now the referee starting his count once again.
5, 6, 7,
Count of 7.
8.
And he gets up after 8. Kevin Owens twisting the arm of Jay Glenn. Just trying to wear him down, but Jay Glenn with the punches to the stomach. Kick to the gut. The X Factor there from Jay Glenn. Just possibly, that could have been it. I mean, the X Factor is a devastating move.
5, 6,
Count of 6.
7,
We might have a new Extreme champion, ladies and gentlemen.
8,
He's showing signs of life, but that's it. He put him down for the 10 count, and we have a new Extreme champion, and it just happens to be the general manager, Jay Glenn. What a series of events that was. Both of these men pretty accomplished here in the XWF. But now Jay Glenn can say he has held 2 different championships here in the XWF. I guess he technically can say he's held 3 because of the Fight Tag Team Championships that that Brandon and Ryan hold. Of course, 2 of the 4 members of Game Over. Of course, Jay Glenn being one of the other 2. This would be him and Crimson. So I guess technically he is affiliated with that championship. He doesn't technically hold it though, because it's Brandon and Ryan. But now we have Jackson Hawk, the Intercontinental Champion, going to be going head-to-head with Edwin Baldwin once again here tonight. And this is another match we could very potentially see at Omega, possibly even for the championship. But now here comes the champion, Jackson Hawk. Of course, he defeated Randy Orton a few weeks ago on Fight to win the championship in an open challenge, and he has been pretty dominant ever since.
Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Jackson Hawkins, champion.
But now here comes his opponent for tonight, Edwin Baldwin, of course, the son of the late Chad Baldwin, who was previously the general manager for Battle. Of course, he unfortunately met his demise at the hands of the Masked Man, who since has been found and been arrested, of course, as you all saw at Battle of the Brands, what happened involving Jeff Hardy. And the Masked Man, who ended up being Robert Riley's brother. Crazy things happen. But yeah, and I, as far as I know, Robert Riley is also in jail for associating himself with the crimes, I guess. Not sure on all the details, but as far as I know, they are both in jail. And either way, Travis Tyler is the owner of the company, so he can decide what happens anyway. But now a collar and elbow tie-up in this match. And speaking of Travis Tyler, this past Wednesday on Battle, he proposed a match against Mark Wildhawk, and if Mark Wildhawk loses, he is fired from the XWF. But if Mark Wildhawk wins, he gets Travis Tyler's wife's job as the new general manager of Battle. Of course, that's going to be on Saturday at the Omega pay-per-view. So that's going to be a really high-stakes match involving the owner of the company coming out of his retirement for this one last match. Now Jackson Hawk, huge takedown. Now Edwin Baldwin thrown into the corner here. Knee to the stomach. Oh, now just stomping the abdomen. Now going to go for the pin on Edwin Baldwin. A quick pin in this match early on, 1, and it's a kick out. Kick out at 1 from Edwin Baldwin. Of course, Edwin Baldwin, former champion in his own right, held the Evolve Championship, of course, defeating D Last Call on Evolve quite some time ago. Of course, he lost the championship at Evolve Invasion Cleveland to Jaden Jordan, who is the current Evolve champion. And since Edwin Baldwin has moved up to the fight roster, of course, he made his debut by attacking Randy Orton in a hoodie and mask, so no one knew who he was. And then ended up facing Randy Orton at Lockdown in a cell match and fell short to him, which ended up having Randy retain the championship. But then it was a week later on Fight that Jackson Hawk won the championship in Randy Orton's open challenge. And that has led us to where we are now. Edwin Baldwin challenging Jackson Hawk, basically challenging him for the championship. Takedown from Edwin Baldwin. Oh, went for the headbutt, but a reversal there from Jackson Hawk. Oh, chest first onto the ropes. Jackson Hawk picking up Edwin Baldwin here. So Jackson gets thrown into the corner, or into the ropes. Huge elbow there from Edwin Baldwin. Thrown into the corner. Huge clothesline. Stomp to the arm. Huge DDT there from Edwin Baldwin. And now he's got him up on his shoulders. Huge slam from Edwin Baldwin. Gonna go for the pin attempt here on Jackson Hawk. Can he finally put away the champion? 3, and he does! We finally have seen Edwin Baldwin win a match here on his stint in the main roster. Finally, he had a bit of a losing streak recently, ever since he came to the main roster. But he finally has won a match here, and it was against the Intercontinental Champion. So we could potentially see Edwin Baldwin win the IC title at Omega. What a great performance put on here by Edwin Baldwin. And like I was saying, I have a feeling that Edwin Baldwin will be challenging for the Intercontinental Championship at Omega. But again, great performance here by Edwin Baldwin. But speaking of Omega, Last week we had a number one contendership match. It was a tag team match between the Valuables and the Blood Brothers. That match ended up in a double count out, and it was a draw. So we are having a rematch tonight to determine who the official number one contenders are for Game Over's Fight Tag Team Championships, and it is a rematch between the Blood Brothers and the Valuables. But now here comes the Blood Brothers. Of course, did really well in that match against the Valuables, but like I was saying, it ended in a double count out. So nobody actually became the number one contenders. But yes, the former Fight Tag Team Champions right here, the Blood Brothers. The Valuables yet to pick up any championships in their career. But yes, the Blood Brothers have held the Fight Tag Team Championships before. And held them for quite some time as well.
James Smith and John Smith, the Blood Brothers.
And now here come the Valuables, of course, Diamond Rush and Silver Star, which turns out they are the brothers of Jay Glenn, of course, who we just saw earlier win the Xtreme Championship. But yeah, they get this opportunity here tonight,
At a combined weight
facing the Blood Brothers.
135 pounds, the Superstar and Diamond Rush, the $1 Million Corporation.
And of course, people are speculating that Jay Glenn is unrightful general manager, which he claims is not true, which I mean, he's just giving people opportunities. People are saying because Game Over are the tag team champions, he's being unrightful, and the fact that Crimson won the Extreme Championship at one point, that he was being unrightful, and that he entered himself into a gauntlet match for the number one contendership was unrightful. Like, they're just accusing him of all these things, which, of course, in his opinion, is not unrightful. But yeah, it is. Silver Star and Diamond Rush going to be going up against James and John Smith, of course, the Blood Brothers. But it's going to be James Smith and Silver Star starting things off here. Into the corner. Huge power slam there from John Smith. Or James Smith, excuse me. Of course, James is the one with the longer hair. Repeated chops. But like I was saying, James is the one with the longer hair, and John's the one with the shorter hair. John is the older brother. I believe by two years. But yes, they have been the Fight Tag Team Championship champions before, and like I was saying, the Valuables have yet to hold the Tag Team Championships. Huge slam there by Diamond Rush, or by Silver Star. I'm getting people mixed up for some reason. Excuse me. And now Diamond Rush is legal. Oh, and the knee to the head of Diamond Rush. But yeah, if the Valuables can get this victory here tonight, it'll be a big match win for them. Because then that gives them another opportunity at the Tag Team Championships. Of course, like I said earlier, the winners of this match will face Game Over at Omega for the Fight Tag Team Championships. Thrown into the corner there. Huge scoop slam there by Diamond Rush. Now James Smith picked back up here by Diamond Rush. Thrown into the corner and a clothesline. And now over the top rope. Of course, we don't want to see another double count out like we did last week. Now Diamond Rush got him by the neck here. Now thrown back into the ring, realizing we don't need another double count out because there would be no tags made to John Smith now. There would be no #1 contenders if this did end in another double count out, because this is, like I've been saying, the last episode of Fight before the Omega pay-per-view. Huge DDT from Diamond Rush. He hits the finisher. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, ends a kick out at 2. Now into the corner. Now this tag is made to Silver Star. Now throwing him for the crossbody. Of course, Diamond Rush, the muscle of the group, or of the team. And the Valuables desperately looking to win this match, because it's not every day that they get these types of opportunities, which apparently some people believe it is because of their relation with Jay Glenn, which, I mean, it could be potentially, because we've never seen him as the general manager before. They definitely have been getting more opportunities since he became the general manager, that is for sure. Huge uppercut there. James Smith, huge DDT. They're going to go for the pin on Diamond Rush. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. Tag is made to Silver Star. And a double team there from the Valuables, of course. They grew up together. They work really well together. They've known each other their entire lives. But I mean, same can be said for the Blood Brothers. So, yeah, this is brothers versus brothers. So both of these two have great chemistry with each other. Now going for the pin here on Silver Star. 2, and it's a kick out at 2. Well, tag is made to John once again, and the knee takes him down. Again, the double team from the Valuables. And now the crowd getting behind the Valuables here. Oh, but a headbutt there from John Smith. Thrown over the top rope, though. And just chucked back into the ring. Oh, and the knee to the face of John Smith. Now into the corner. And again, the double team from the Valuables. DDT from Silver Star. Huge slam there from Silver Star. And everything's pointing towards the Valuables here to win this match now. Silver Star trying to get John Smith set up. Oh, but the reversal there. Tripping him. Now John Smith throwing him into the corner, trying to turn things back around here. The spinning forearm in the corner. Oh, and the knee to the face. Getting a bit of revenge there on Silver Star from earlier on in this match. Not going to go for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and oh my goodness, the Blood Brothers have done it. I thought for sure the Valuables had it in the bag, but at the very end, they came back. Now they're celebrating their victory. They are the #1 contenders. Oh, and now just attacking Diamond Rush. He's checking on Silver Star, making sure he's okay. Now just attacking him after the match. That is uncalled for. That is unnecessary. They've already won the #1 contenderships. They don't need to be... whatever. But anyway, up next is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. I spoke about it earlier. It is going to be a precursor to Omega. It is going to be Austin Insanity versus Brandon Mcclurg. Of course, Brandon Mcclurg is the Universal Champion, and Austin Insanity will be challenging for the title at Omega. So if he can beat Brandon Mcclurg tonight, that is going to be a huge win for him. But now here comes Austin Insanity, the man who almost became the first ever King of the Ring, of course, falling short to Adam Cole in the final round. That was at Battle of the Brands. And Brandon Mcclurg has held the Universal Championship ever since Clash of Champions, so he has held the title for quite some time now.
Making his way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Austin!
Of course, Austin Insanity has been getting a bit of success recently, of course, defeating Jay Glenn last week for the right to face Brandon Mcclurg at Omega. So, of course, they will be facing this Saturday at Omega. Yeah. And again, Omega will be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I cannot stress it enough that you guys are there. It is at a different time than usual. But please tune in and watch the show. It's going to be a good one. But yes, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. will be the Omega pay-per-view on November 21st, which is a Saturday, which is also different than usual. But yes, it will be this Saturday at 4:30 p.m. But now here comes the Universal Champion, Brandon Mcclurg.
And his opponent, from Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Universal Champion, Brandon Champion.
But I guess the winner of this match can be a deciding factor on who will win at Omega. Which I guess we'll find out. Will Austin Insanity be able to put away Brandon Mcclurg here tonight? Or will Brandon Mcclurg remain dominant like he has been recently? Side suplex to start things off here. Oh, just dropping him onto the knee there. And there's a significant height difference here between these two. Brandon Mcclurg, not a very tall person, but he still managed to win the Universal Championship, so props to him for that. Being one of the smallest, one of the smaller men on the roster, and still is a dominant champion at that, too. Because what he doesn't have in height, he makes up for with skill. He is a very skilled competitor here. Of course, he's held the championship since Clash of Champions. And speaking of Brandon McClurg's championship reign, he did win the championship at Clash of Champions, as I was just saying, which was on May 9th of this year, meaning he has held the championship for 192 days, getting very close to the longest reign, which is 215 days, which is held by Spawn. And Jagelin's longest reign was 203 days, so he is very close to being the second longest reigning champion. Of course, that record is currently held by Jagelin, and also Jagelin also holds the record for most reigns with 2. But yes, Brandon McClurg has held the championship for 192 days now, and if he can retain the championship at Omega, then he will almost definitely surpass the at least Jagelin's longest reign. These two fighting on the outside. Referee's at a count of 4. They do not want a double count out because that will not prove who is better, at least tonight. But they're back in the ring after a 4 count now. Huge forearm there from Brandon McClurg. But Austin Insanity, oh my goodness, side first onto the knee there. Oh, man. Leg drop there. They're going to go for the pin on Austin Insanity here. Kick out at 1. Now back up to his feet. Oh, big punch there from Austin Insanity. Oh, and a modified choke slam there from Austin Insanity. Oh, and a headbutt. Gonna go for the pin. Could he possibly put away the Universal Champion? And he does! Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We could potentially see Austin Insanity win the Universal Championship at Omega.
Here is your winner, Austin!
But that's all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Good night, everybody.